Lived on Greenwood. Whoa, you're gonna break your neck.
That had a lot of spring to it. So I don't know if I put this on any videos yet, because I can't remember. I'm getting old like that, you know what I mean? But out here, one of the trees got hit by lightning, and I was in the house, we're watching TV, and I'm drinking a glass of milk, and I'm like this, I'm just about there, and the lightning hit, and I went, whoa! And I about lost the milk everywhere. So if you look right here, this tree, you can see it's just dead, but it's kind of spooking me. It's not a very big tree. It's pretty tall. What do you think that is, James? 40 feet? 60? 60?
I don't know, I'm not so good with the math.
No. It's about 20 yards. Okay. So if you look, this tree's cracking out and it's spooking me out. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to cut this tree. Do you want to cut that tree? Kevin's like, Dad, I'll be down there and I'll show you how to do it. But if you look at this, after it got hit by lightning, the bark's just falling off of it. Look at this. I mean, it killed this tree instantly. Well, not instantly. Not like, pow, there it is. I don't know. But they say after a tree gets hit by lightning that it doesn't burn very good. And on trees like this, sometimes the inside of the tree, the core of it, turns blue.
Whoa! That was one heck of a storm, bro.
It's a big tree. This tree was hit by lightning and it's dead. And I gotta take it out before it falls. All this stuff's been falling out of the tree. And I'm kind of scared of it, guys. You good? Got my blade on the ground. So you got my blade on the ground?
Push on it. Because it's a badass tree.
You call Neil.
Or
See if he wants to cut this up.
we can't use it for firewood.
Well, we could,
I don't know.
but it'd make good boards.
Yeah, but you know, staying warm in the winter is a lot more important than board.
Not when you're trying to build a barn for the cows.
I personally like my fanny warm.
Well, I'm sure the cows do too.
Look at all that wood. That is the biggest piece of wood I have ever seen.
Daddy. Hi, Maddie, Daddy. The tree is down. What? Tell him the tree is down.
You are wasting your energy.
I know. I'm trying to get it stick as well. Dad's axe is duller than shit.
Hey, you guys are on camera.
Oh, I thought you shut it off.
No.
Oh. Delete all that? I didn't say none of it. We need to go do Mike's thing before we do cleanup.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Well, you left it outside. You know that.
big tree.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think all the wood's rotted.
Probably
not.
not.
You can see where a holes went through a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if from lightning or just bugs or what. This here, I'm kind of looking it over to see the best place to cut it down. Cut it. Or cut it partway and then roll it. Or move it with the truck. I don't know. You need your skills. What do you think? I'm just using your nugget too.
Well,
Take a look at the other side too.
yeah, I'm a robot in the warehouse.
Really?
Snag machine robot.
Man, tie this rope up and let's pull this tree.
Ain't no way, man.
Come on, man, that is some fine rope.
Well, let's see what we can
Get
do.
it on a good spot.
It's not gonna go.
Pull with the chain. Pull it with the chain. Just put this piece over it with the chain. It'll make the big drag marks on the ground.
Get a big drag box.
It'll make a perfect circle. Or a quarter circle.
You said you want me to pick it up and carry it?
Yeah, alright, Superman.
How much steroids were?
I could do that. What are you taking steroids for? Never mind. Shingles.
Yeah.
How old are you?
34.
That's good for you, son.
Me too.
It's gotta be painful.
It's itchy, I'll tell you that much.
Kind of burny, itchy all the time. Maybe that's what I got. I just don't realize it.
I don't know. They said it was.
They say it's psoriasis. Who knows?
Well, they said mine was. It was stress related, but
Stress. I got a lot of that.
they said it was chicken pox related from when I was a kid.
Well, I had those twice
Yeah, I know you got them the second time as an adult.
when you were a baby.
Yep.
Well, your brother was a baby.
Yeah.
Mom was in the hospital.
It's when we lived on Greenwood. Whoa! You're gonna break your neck.
That had a lot of spring to it.
I was waiting for it. I heard it cracking.
So, James?
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Steel chainsaws? I'm not advertising for Steel. I'm just telling you, I like Steel chainsaws. I've had them most of my life, huh? I had one 20 years ago. It was a 36.
There was 2 different chainsaws when I went in to buy one, and the one I was gonna buy was $299, and I think that one was $350.
And how did he talk you into it?
Okay, so
With this?
I was gonna buy the cheaper one, and he goes, "You don't want that one." I said, "Why not?" He goes, "You want that one."
Watch this. What the hell?
Yeah, so he said,
Okay, now watch it this time.
okay. So he said, "You want this one right here?"
One more time, watch, because it's so fire.
Okay, okay.
Watch this. That is so cool, man.
So he talked me into buying it because he said it's a 1 pull start, and anytime I ever used a chainsaw with Dad, I would yank on it and yank on it and yank on it until my arm was gonna break.
I'm not going to mention the name brands of my first saws.
They
Don't want
they
to
were
put
tough.
any company down for any reason.
Anyway,
That's not why we're doing this.
I hated chainsaws up until I met this one here, and it was love at first sight.
My 36 Steel that I had, remember that one? I don't remember, 360 or something like that. But it, you had to fight it to get it started. You had to kind of know how to start it because it had a.
Yeah, you had to mess with
It had
the
its
choke and
own
stuff.
thing going on. You
Right.
choke it, pull it a couple times, bam, it started up.
This one here though, it's a champ.
But they really run best when they're hot.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, you
this
got to
one's-
warm it up a little bit before it'll fire up. But once it's warmed up, you barely pull on the cord, it's going.
What is it?
It's a stick.
Think of a snake.
Well, it felt like something was crawling on my ankle.
Now, this tree here is probably, I would say a good 30 inches at the base. No, it's probably bigger. About 30, 34 inches at one side of it. Maybe 32. It's not a perfect circle. But it bogged down a little bit, but there's different stress points on the tree, so you got to be kind of careful. But it did bog down a little bit. But is this the smaller of the steel they had?
Yeah, it's the. I mean, I can get a bigger bar for it.
Well, I know you can get a bigger bar, but it wasn't the biggest engine it had.
No, not it. Not. He
This
said
one
it was
is
good
a,
for like home stuff.
This one's a 211C, MS 211C. So, yeah, this is a good chainsaw.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like gas or electric, I mean, there's good electric brands out there too right now. I haven't got my opportunity to play with any of them.
I think the electric stuff's starting to catch up.
Well, I think the electric chainsaws are pretty cool from what I hear, because you don't have to pull on them, you don't have to worry about starting, you don't have to change the plug, you don't have to change the filter, but the motors will burn up on you if they get hot. That's how a motor works. And they do need greased. So I'm sure they have special grease guns for those, unless there's sealed bearings on them. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never used one.
I'd like to have one take apart and check it out.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get back together. Anyway, this seems to be a really cool saw, and I was using a Husqvarna, which I'm not knocking Husqvarna at all, because it is a good saw too. But this one's just so much easier to get started that I would prefer to use this saw. I did mention to the boss we gotta have some. Yeah, steel's kind of cool.
You gotta take it in there and be like,
yeah, look at this. I mean,
why aren't we doing stuff like this?
Yeah, why aren't we doing stuff? Maybe we are. I don't know. I can't say. Let's try it again.
It's beautiful.
Watch this. I'm not even really going to give it a full pull. He did say one pull, didn't he? Now that's after it's hot and warm. Start.
It even said it on the box.
Look, I'm just going to top dead center, and it's turning over.
What is that? Is that just paint wearing off, or is it?
Yeah, I put it through the beatings on this one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good sized tree. Here, take that up that way. I'm done for today. I'll get the gas and the oil.
All right.
But look at the base of this. So we was talking about lightning going through it, and we believe it went all the way through the tree. So they say there's a blue tint. So tell me, it's a little dark, if you can see any blue tint. I see maybe
that's
chainsaw burn. Do you see anything?
I don't see nothing.
What about this?
Well, it could be burn marks.
It looks like a burn mark. Look at it, the way it goes. I don't know. It's abnormal.
Yeah, that's spongy right here. Like you can see it was rotting out on this side.
Yeah. So this is a pretty good sized tree. James, hold your arm across the top. There. So what do you think? 30 inches?
I don't know.
24?
I have no idea.
A little over 24, in between 24 and 30.
Yeah.
Good sized tree though.
What do you mean?
Look at the other side though. Where the wood is, where it's supported. Well, how it's going to roll, it's jammed in here, but in there, and I think that's holding everything else.
Well, there's a gap down this way, so you don't have to worry about hitting all the way down. You will have to worry about the weight when it starts coming together, because
yeah, I'm figuring cut it to about right here, and then leave this to trim in the boards.
Yeah. And
it was probably, man, 60 feet tall.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good high up there.
We had a really good drop.
That squirrel nest was about as high as it could get.
Yeah, there was a squirrel nest in it. But look at that.
Down there somewhere. I didn't see a squirrel carcass in it.
No, we might have already cut it.
He may not have been in the tree when it got hit. Or an animal ate his carcass.
Do you see it? Is that it?
That's the nest right there.
That right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the squirrel's nest. There wasn't nothing in it. And it was I've never seen one until I moved down here in this area of Arkansas, but it was a black squirrel, like a black fur. You've seen it.
Yeah, it was
on like Thanksgiving and stuff that one year.
Yeah, he was black with like gray accents on his tail.
Yeah, they're pretty normal around here, I guess.
Yeah, I've never seen one. I thought he was pretty.
Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. I love y'all. See y'all later. Be careful, be safe. Sorry about looking at my nose. There ain't nothing in the belfry, is there? Later, guys. Bye-bye from Cabin on the Hill.
Smell that? It's tree death. Nope.
Dude, smell that. Do the same voice. Something else. You're not as funny as you was before you knew you had to go to work.
Yeah.
What happened to you funny, son?
Work makes me sad, Daddy.